Town to hereby state that it is 7:31 PM on Tuesday, June 9, 2026, and that this regular meeting is being held in council chambers, 200 South Street, Morristown, New Jersey. Adequate notice of this meeting was provided according to law by written notice to the Morristown Daily Record, the official newspaper of the town of Morristown. Notice was also posted on the bulletin board at Town Hall and on the town website and filed with the office of the town clerk of the town of Morristown. I do further state that I shall enter into the minutes of this meeting a statement that such notice was furnished as particularly described by me in this public announcement. I will take a roll call. We are expecting Councilman Foster shortly. Councilman Iannacone.
Here.
Councilwoman Lindsay.
Councilwoman?
Here.
Councilman Silva is excused this evening. Councilman Umbriak.
Here.
Councilman Russo.
Here.
Council President Pilipchuk.
Here.
Council President, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Kay. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Kay.
Okay, where are we? We have 4 items on the consent agenda this evening. Unless a member of council would like to pull any for separate consideration, I would ask for a motion to adopt.
Make a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
Second.
On the motion to adopt the consent agenda, Councilman Iannacone.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lindsay.
Yes.
Councilman Umbriak.
Yes.
Councilman Russo.
Yes.
Council President Pilipchuk.
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to open the floor for a public hearing on the adoption of the 2026 municipal budget. When called upon, please state your name and address and limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. Be advised that any derogatory comments targeting members of council and/or administration may be ruled out of order.
Seeing none, we'll close the public comment for the municipal budget.
Okay, at this time, I will open the floor for a public hearing on any matter, if you'd like to step forward.
Sir, just before you start, too, just for everyone in the audience, if you want to address the council for any reason, this is your time to do it. There's no other time in the meeting, so if you want to address the council, please do so now. Sir?
Thank you. My name is Harvey Klein. I live at 18 Hawthorne Court, Morristown, technically Morris Township. Those of you who know me know that I do tend to go on, so I actually wrote down what I'm going to say to be within 3 minutes. We all know that next month, on the 4th of July, we will be celebrating the approval and signing of the Declaration of Independence. This declaration is, in fact, based on the passing of the Lee Resolution on the 2nd of July, 1776, by 12 yea votes and 1 abstention. New York abstained, and they eventually voted yea on July 9th, 1776. The Lee Resolution was proposed by Richard Henry Lee of Virginia on June 7th, 1776, almost exactly 250 years ago, today being the 9th. The June 7th, 1776 congressional documents included certain resolutions respecting independency being moved and seconded, resolved that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved. The resolution was, as many resolutions are even today, tabled until a committee of 5 wrote a document declaring these words. However, it is not because of the Lee Resolution that I stand here tonight. The very next paragraphs from June 7, 1776 note that the committee to whom was referred the consideration of the attempt made to counterfeit the bills of credit emitted by Congress beg leave to report that it appears to the committee by sundry affidavits, the confessions of the parties charged, and other papers that Elizabeth Van Dyne, the wife of Henry Van Dyne of Morris County in the province of New Jersey, with the privity of her said husband, has counterfeited several bills of the continental currency, some of which were passed by the said Van Dyne, and others of them by his wife, and that the said Van Dyne and his wife were, for said offense, committed to the jail of the County of Morris by order of the Committee of the Township of Morris.
Sir, you have 10 seconds.
Back then, the jail was on the green. Here is history, some major, some minor, some taking part in Philadelphia, some right here in Morristown. For that, I have but to say, huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
Thank you.
Huzzah, thank you.
And for the record, Councilman Foster has arrived.
Good evening.
Good evening, all. Sorry for the tardy.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the council? Mr. Byrne?
Billy Byrne.
Good evening. My name is Bill Byrne, and I know Tim knows about this already because he wrote a letter on my behalf to Governor Sherrill about getting me on the DD Council. It's been like a long time because this so-called partner of mine, friend of mine, for 10 years has been trying to get me onto the DD Council. But when you're working, you know, you don't have the time. Well, now I'm retired. So this person worked on the cover letter and everything. And so the cover letter went to Governor Sherrill. Been doing a lot of work on this on my side, but also on the other person's side that's trying to get me on. And got references from the Arc of Mars, the Arc of New Jersey, and also my good friend, Senator Anthony Bucco. And so, you know, right now, the homework has been done. So now it's in God's hands. And if God wants me there, he's going to put me there. So when I hear more about it, it's going to take probably 4 to 5 years because they got to get, you know, everybody together on it, and there's an opening. So just want to let you know I'm applying for the DD Council for people with developmental disabilities and IDD. So everybody just pray for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Mr. Byrne?
Bill?
Any other member of the public who would like to address the council? Sir?
Before you start that double dare clock, 1 second. There you go. All that, thank you. Warning, the following statement that has been made by a person who only knows the way how to describe people in the silliest ways known possible. Not meant to offend others. Viewer discretions have been advised. Now, with that out of the way, hello. To those who do not know me, my name is David Richard Cook from 37 Speedwell Place in Morristown, New Jersey. Now, for the past 3 months that I've been up here, in the most silliest ways known possible, in the best description of a kid with a silly straw drinking chocolate milk in the afternoon, I've been serious as a heart attack about the issues that's been going on currently in the town, from not only the current traffic situation that's been going on near my house, and a couple of you out there know about it, including that guy right there with the good-looking hair, but the other issue that's been going on with the Makeshift Homeowners Association, even though you guys say you don't have one, but either the person that you've been sending to my house really, 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 really loves this job, or he's using spite behind a copper badge that he's currently using. So, I wanted to talk to the mayor personally about this issue in the best ways known possible, to say as diplomatic as I possibly can, but after the recent case that I recently had that just passed by, you know, probably 12 hours before I got here, we went into the courtroom, we talked about the issues. Both tickets were thrown out about having junk in front of our house and behind our house, but the reason why I say there's a level of spite behind this is because he decided to show up the day before the court case, point out a whole bunch of stuff that was okay before, but now it's an issue, and then, get this, decided to go up to the second floor of my neighbor's house to take a picture of a gutter that's been hanging down from a recent rainstorm that he also found in violation. Hence the reason why I believe this is the Homeowners Association, not the Morristown Housing Authority. But at the same time, I want to try to end this diplomatically before the end of the summer, because this has been now going on for 7 years, since 2019. So the best way to solve it, that I believe, even though a lot of people will tell me, oh, there's no way to solve it by talking to people, there's no way to go up there in front of the Knights at a Half Round Table and get my point across, but till the end of the summer, you'll be seeing me more often. All of you, every last one of you, even you with the Billiken hair over there in the corner, looking sharp tonight, man, you really are. You gotta say it. But the best way to solve this is gonna be diplomatically, because I don't want it to take a turn for the worse in any way, shape, or form. But will it happen? We find out next week on another episode of the Knights of the Half Round Table. My name is David Richard Cook, and I approve this message.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Are there any other members of the public like to speak to the council? All right, seeing none, we'll close public comment.
Anybody else?
Council response to comments? Go ahead.
Mr. Klein, thanks for coming by today, getting us in the mood for the semi-quincentennial. That information, appreciate it. Mr. Byrne, always good to hear from you, and we say good from everybody in the public. So, thank you.
Say that 3 times fast.
Semi-quincentennial, semi-quincentennial,
I think that's the only reason he had response.
I just
Wanted to
wanted to
say the word semi-quincentennial. Not me.
I don't know.
Any other responses to comments? Okay. We'll move on to reports of the mayor and town officials.
Okay. Thank you for that little history lesson. I think it was outstanding. It's always outstanding when Morristown's involved. And it is such an important piece of history. David, you'll make the appointment tomorrow. Thank you for coming here and working things out diplomatically. I'll give my report. Thursday, the 28th, Our Youth, Our Future had a fundraiser at the Horseshoe. It was well attended. It was a great event. It's a great organization, and their event's coming up, and I'll mention that in a little bit. On June 4th, we had the Morristown Open Space and Recreation Plan Park Night. That was at Lizardwood Park, Speedwell Lake Park, Caldwell Playground, Pool, and Burnham Park by the pavilion off Burnham Parkway. Myself and actually the police chief spent the evening going around to every one of the parks several times, saw some residents in each one of the parks. It's all part of an exercise with our grant. So it's great that Recreation is doing that and getting input from the residents. It's a very positive thing for our community. On Saturday, June 6th, we had a free shred event in Morristown Residence Town Hall for the Morristown residents at Town Hall parking lot. We had the grand opening and ribbon cutting of A+ Rehab Physical and Occupational Therapy at 7 McCullough Avenue. Councilman Russo and myself were in attendance. Really cool, different physical therapy, occupational therapy. Check it out if you need an occupational therapist. 7 McCullough, that really, there's a number of offices they already have in place. Now they've picked Morristown as one of their spots, and it was really interesting to meet all of them. They seem to have a really cool niche in what they do for occupational therapy. Also, Councilman Russo, Vice President Russo, and myself attended the celebration of Father Dubonnet Villa Mazar's 10th priesthood anniversary celebration at St. Margaret's. Chris and I got to partake in a bilingual full mass, Spanish and English, well attended. The bishop was there, and then we went afterwards to their celebration at the church in their hall, which was another well-attended event. Got to say a few words, congratulated Father Dubonnet, and wish them well, along with several other people that were there. So thank you for attending. It was a great evening, and that was some storm that, we were actually in church when the storm was hitting. You could hear the thunder. We didn't actually see it. So that was a pretty heavy storm that came through Morristown. On June 7th, Diversity Day was up on the green. This was this past Sunday with the Morris County Diversity Coalition. There was a lot of people in and around the green throughout the town. The town was hopping all day. So congratulations to the Morris County Diversity Coalition. Wednesday, June 10th, at noon, there's a senior summer kickoff party at the senior center. So if you're a senior, come and attend the senior summer kickoff party. Who's a senior here? Bob, you can come. I can come.
Sure, pick me up.
John Williams puts his hands up, he can come. So, no, hey, listen, got to get there, right?
Well, that's true.
You got to get there.
For a free meal.
Yeah, anything for a free meal, right? It's actually pretty cool. It's a lot of fun with the seniors. So if you can attend, please attend. At 4 p.m., Central Taqueria, 61 South Street, this is pretty cool because there was a major contest, is being recognized by the Mexican consulate. In May, they were awarded the Cello M Mexico, a journey through flavors presented by the Mexican Academy of Gastronomy in collaboration with the Consulate of Mexico in New Brunswick. Congratulations to Raul Santillo and his team. That is a big award for Central Taqueria because there was a lot of restaurants that were competing for this recognition from the Mexican Consulate. So for Morristown to be recognized, if you really want a really good taco or you really want some really good Mexican food, it's very authentic to what you would get in one of the carts on the side of the road, as it's explained to me in Mexico, so it's kind of cool. And they do a really nice job over on 61 South Street. On Saturday, June 13th,
Our Youth, Their Future, Youth in Education, our Education and Awareness Rally for the youth will be held at Caldwell Playground. Start time is at 1 p.m. So council members, I can send you the flyer so that you can disseminate it to your constituents and hope to see you there.
yes, and you do have a rain date.
Yes, the following Saturday. But it's going to be sunny, so let's.
Well, I
yeah.
just want to let everybody know there was a rain date. It has
Yeah.
the 14th on
Yeah,
here.
oh, yeah, the next Sunday,
next-
because
Next day.
last year it rained, so we weren't able to have it.
Right.
We had to cancel the day
Okay,
of.
so it's supposed to be good weather, so
Yeah.
we're looking forward to it. And obviously, the team of the mayor and Nathan Umbriac, yourself, and Pastor Silva will be donating the bouncy house.
Thank you.
So congratulations, you do a great event. For those who have never been to Our Youth, Their Future, Councilwoman Foster's been doing it for a number of years.
17 this year.
17 years, wow. And it really, if you go to their events, especially their fundraisers, you'll hear testimonies of how it helps people and the rewards that this organization has done over the years. So hats off to you and Sharon and everybody else, Tia and everybody else that's involved. And
Thank
of course,
you.
always remember Dimples and
Yeah, and Donna.
everything else, and Donna.
Yeah.
So it's a great organization. I'm glad you still have it going. It helps so many people.
Thank you. And we
You're welcome.
appreciate all your support and you, council. I mean, we get donations and it's nice to be able to see the kids come out and have a day of fun where no obligation, just fun. There's, free in the park.
Yeah.
Food, basketball. So we try to make it nice for the kids. And this year we're doing community pillars. So we'll be giving out, giving them their flowers for people in the community that have meant something to our community, to the kids. And so we're going to be doing something to honor them as well this year.
Oh, outstanding,
Yep.
outstanding. Again, that's the 13th, noon to 5 at Caldwell Playground. Thank you,
Thank you.
Councilwoman Foster. On the 17th, 4 p.m., there's a grand opening of Point 5 Jersey, that's 48 Washington Street, New Jersey's first standalone non-alcoholic bottle shop and tasting room. How cool is that? Right, so that's Wednesday, the 17th at 4 p.m. at 48 Washington Street. Thursday, the 18th, MHS graduation. It's Morristown High School, invite only. congratulations to the graduates. I will not be in attendance. Usually I offer it to the council president. If you're available to sit for me.
Possibly.
If not, I'm sure Chris or Nathan will step up.
Sure.
Or somebody will step up to Sheba, Tina, and Bob. Somebody will step up. So
Just have to get a babysitter.
yeah, I'll have Kristen reach out to all of you, and someone will step up. Will not be in town that night. Okay, thank you. And I'll have to make sure they know, so they announce you and not me. Friday the 19th, municipal offices will be closed in observance of Juneteenth. On Saturday, June 20th, this is one of the bigger events in Morristown. I think Councilman Umbriack will agree. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. free rabies vaccination clinic at Town Hall. Please call 973-292-6731 with questions. Pre-registration is not required. That's important that it's not required. However, I have come to that event where the line has been halfway through the parking lot with people with pets
And what time does that start?
at 11 a.m.
Okay, because last year, people were lining up at 9 a.m.
I know, it's a really big event.
Yeah.
So for the public, for Morristown residents, they come from all over.
They do.
For Morristown residents, I would call 973-292-6731. And no, it doesn't say pre-registration is not required, but I would register.
Yeah.
Because it does get filled up very quickly. They don't run out, but it gets really crowded.
Yeah.
And you really want to see something cool, you'll see a lot of different dogs, pets, cats. You see every dog you possibly could think of at that event. So it's just well attended, and it's a free rabies offering from the town of Morristown, which our animal control and our health department do a great job with that. And I think that's all I have, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And in regards to the storm on Saturday, to jog my memory, there was a tree that went down over Early Street, and the crew was out there immediately taking it away and cleaning it up, and they had it taken care of within a couple hours. So send an appreciation to the DPW. All right, now move on to Special Improvement District budget. Jennifer Waring. Thank you, Ms. Waring. Good to see you again.
Tech. How'd we do? Good evening, everyone. My name is Jennifer Waring. I'm the Executive Director of the Morristown Partnership. Thank you, Council President Plepchuk, Mayor Doherty, and the members of the Town Council for the opportunity to present our proposed 2026 operating budget this evening. The proposed budget was approved by the Morristown Partnership Board of Trustees in May, and it reflects the organization's ongoing commitment to the services and programs that support downtown Morristown. The budget totals approximately $2.17 million and maintains the SID levy at $1.55 million. This stability is made possible by the ordinance update completed in 2025 with the support and action of the Town Council. That was an important milestone for our organization, helping create a more equitable assessment structure for property owners while also strengthening the partnership's long-term financial foundation. Overall, the budget is approximately 2% lower than last year, while still funding maintenance, beautification, marketing and events, business engagement, public safety initiatives, and the operational resources needed to serve the district. This evening, I'll review the organization's progress over the past year, discuss priorities for 2026, and provide an overview of the proposed budget for your consideration. The partnership's work is generally organized around 5 focus areas that guide both our activities and budget investments. These include built environment, business engagement, financial strategy and development, marketing and promotions, public affairs, and advocacy. Together, these focus areas provide the framework for our program services and improvements delivered throughout the district. I did. Milestones and momentum. I'd like to briefly point out some of the progress made over the past year. While continuing to provide day-to-day district services, the partnership also completed several significant initiatives that strengthen both the organization and the downtown business district. Some key accomplishments included completing the SID ordinance amendment process, for me over a 10-year process, eliminating prior year deficits, establishing an operating reserve, implementing a special police holiday pilot program, and expanding maintenance and beautification initiatives, including pressure washing and light pole painting. We support a business growth, assisting with more than 20 business openings, expansions, and relocations, advanced planning and design work for future landscape improvement projects, and utilize data and analytics tools better to understand the activity within the downtown. At the same time, our events, promotions, and sponsorship programs perform strongly, helping to increase the revenue while generating more than $122,000 in local gift certificate sales for the downtown businesses. Collectively, these efforts strengthen the organization's financial position, expanded district services, and helped build a stronger foundation for investments reflected in the 2026 budget. One of the ways we're able to expand programming is by leveraging revenue beyond the assessment itself. For 2026, approximately 29% of total revenue is anticipated to come from non-assessment sources, including event sponsorships, participation fees, advertising, gift certificate sales, and other earned revenue. Stated another way, for every assessment dollar invested in the partnership, the organization is anticipated to generate approximately 40 cents in additional revenue. These sources allow the partnership to expand programming beyond what the assessment alone would support. The proposed budget continues to direct the majority of resources toward programs, services, and improvements that are visible throughout the downtown. Outside general operations, the largest investment remains marketing and promotion, representing approximately 37% of expenditures. This includes signature events, holiday decor, advertising, website management, and the gift certificate program. Built environment programs account for approximately 16% of the budget, including maintenance, beautification, decorative lighting, sidewalk pressure washing, landscape, and special police program. An additional 8% is dedicated to capital investments that support long-term improvements. The remaining budget supports staffing, technology, and operational resources needed to coordinate projects and manage district initiatives throughout the year. Like many organizations, we are experiencing increasing costs associated with insurance, technology, contracted services, and employee benefits. Despite these pressures, the budget maintains a strong focus on visible district improvements, business support, and community programming while maintaining the staffing and resources necessary to deliver our services effectively. Beyond the annual budget, the board continues to focus on strengthening our financial position. Today, the partnership maintains approximately $300,000 in reserve and money market accounts, a healthy operating cash position, and is not proposing any new organizational debt as part of the budget. We are current with our remaining DCA loan obligation and will set aside resources for future capital and infrastructure improvements. While reserve levels may remain modest relative to the size of the organization, they provide greater flexibility to address future opportunities and emerging needs. As we look ahead, our focus is practical. Maintain the services people see and rely on, advance visible improvements, and build internal capacity needed to manage a growing district. Many of the programs included in the budget are already underway. Earlier this year, the partnership completed its annual sidewalk pressure washing program, covering approximately 5.3 miles of sidewalks and curb bases throughout the downtown. The project expanded upon last year's service area and was completed in just 4.5 nights compared to last year's 7.5, reflecting improvements in efficiency, coordination, and service delivery. We've continued beautification efforts through decorative lighting maintenance and installation of both the Motown Heroes and 250th Anniversary American Revolution banners. Through partnerships with local veteran organizations, the Daughters of the American Revolution, and the town, these visuals help celebrate Morristown's unique history while enhancing the downtown's appearance. Next weekend, the Morristown Farmers Market begins its 35th season with 37 vendors, including over 20 new participants. Along with signature events such as the Morristown Festival and the Green, these programs generate activity, visitation, and community engagement throughout the town. We are creating opportunities for businesses to connect with one another. Last week, the partnership hosted a networking event at the Grand Cafe that was attended by representatives from more than 50 Morristown businesses, reflecting a strong engagement and collaboration that exists within our business community. We're also exploring flexible community activation opportunities that complement our existing event calendar. One example that was just approved earlier in this meeting is Match Day Morristown, a community watch party for the FIFA World Cup that we can add to the event calendar will be June 19th, beginning at 2 p.m. Pioneer Park, which is 3 Speedwell Avenue. Thank you very much for approving this wild idea. And we're pleased to receive the official Fox and FIFA public viewing approval this week, so we can actually do it. And we look forward to partnering with the town, area property owners, and community stakeholders to bring this new event to downtown Morristown. Earlier this year, we also launched the inaugural Hot Cocoa Walk, a small-scale marketing activity developed by local businesses. Additional priorities include collaboration with community organizations such as Cops and Rodders to draw people to the downtown, advancement of the landscape improvement projects, expansion of sponsorship and partnership opportunities, identifying grant and capital funding opportunities that can help leverage local investment. With a strong foundation in place, active community partnerships, and a full calendar of programs and events ahead, we're well positioned to build on this momentum and finish the year strong. Overall, the budget is intended to keep the organization responsive, visible, and financially disciplined while continuing to support the strength of downtown Morristown. Thank you. I am happy to answer any questions now or directly after the meeting. We'll post this, and I encourage everyone to take our survey.
Thank you, Ms. Warren.
Thank you,
Councilmember,
Jennifer.
questions? All right, thank you, Ms. Warren.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to our council liaison reports. Councilwoman Lindsay?
Since I've been in Manhattan Village for a long time, I've never seen the ground so clean. They are answering our calls for work card, and they're doing a good job down there. I just thought
Thank you, Ms. Lindsay. Councilmember Briac, do you have anything to add to the?
Nothing to add to the report. Thank you, Jennifer and team. Cassidy, I see you here. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at the Morristown Partnership meeting at 8 a.m.
Councilmember Russo?
Next planning board meeting is scheduled for June 25. I'm not sure it's going to happen yet, but it's scheduled.
All right, thank you.
I'll just add something to echo off of Councilwoman Lindsay. I gave a senior a ride from ShopRite to Building 39, and I couldn't believe how quiet it was. I remember a couple of years ago, there was a whole lot of riffraff hanging out. We were getting a lot of complaints as if we could, do anything, but you stepped up, Mayor, and you went to those meetings, and you were a voice for the seniors. And, you did a good job with that. But he had nothing but positive things to say about the building, the administration. He said it's quiet. He's been there, I don't even know if it's been a year, but that was the first question I asked. I was like, where is everybody? And why is it so quiet out here today? And he said he has no issues. They've done a good job cleaning it up. They got people out, and so just another comment of positivity. So
That's great to hear.
Yeah, no, I'll just follow up with Councilwoman Lindsay, who sees this activity daily, who's very engaged and very much has the pulse of Manhattan Village, and what's going on with the seniors. I mean, look, there's always going to be some issues. We still have some stuff to work out on Ann Street, but we host meetings. The mayor brings in meetings to the senior buildings and Manhattan, but we've been focused on the senior buildings a lot lately, and hopefully over time, when this change happened, I mean, all the investment, 120 plus $130 million of investment in our housing is paying off. It takes time when these things change hands, and I wish it happened a little bit faster, but it is happening slowly. And to hear Councilwoman Lindsay talk and hear Councilwoman Foster talk about the senior buildings and Manhattan is good, but we still got some issues with Ann Street we're working through. But also, Allison Durham keeps a finger on the pulse of their job as oversight on OHS. The Morristown Housing Authority still is here on the 4th floor. If there's anybody has an issue, they're here on the 4th floor. She's accessible. Allison Durham, she's the executive director. And believe me, she gets calls from me on a constant basis. but they are responding, and it's good to hear that. It's really good to hear that, Councilwoman Lindsay and Councilwoman Foster. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, move on to our regular business. Ms. Kay.
Okay, we have two ordinance for introduction this evening. Excuse me. The first is ordinance number O-16-2026, ordinance appropriating $565,000 from the Capital Improvement Fund to provide for various improvements to the wastewater treatment facility and conveyance system in and by the town of Morristown and the county of Morris, New Jersey.
Make a motion to introduce ordinance O-16-2026.
Second.
Any comments and questions? I'll take a roll call on the introduction of ordinance O-16-2026. Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Anacone?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lindsay?
Yes.
Councilman Umbreak?
Yes.
Councilman Russo?
Yes.
And Council President Polipchuk?
Yes.
Motion carries. Ordinance 16-2026 has been properly introduced by title and will be considered further after a public hearing on June 23rd. Ordinance number O-17-2026, bond ordinance providing for various capital improvements in and by the town of Morristown and the county of Morris, New Jersey, appropriating $2,967,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $2,817,000 in bonds or notes of the town to finance part of the cost thereof.
Make a motion to introduce ordinance O-17-2026.
Second.
Any comments or questions? On the introduction of ordinance 17-2026, Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Anacone?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lindsay?
Yes.
Councilman Umbreak?
Yes.
Councilman Russo?
Yes.
Council President Polipchuk?
Yes.
Ordinance O-17 has been introduced properly by title and will be considered further after a public hearing on June 23rd. There are no ordinances for adoption this evening. We do have 14 resolutions. Would members of council like to pull any for separate consideration? With that, I would ask for a motion to adopt resolution numbers R-104 through R-117-2026.
So moved.
Second.
On the adoption of those 14 ordinances, Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Councilman Iannacone?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lindsay?
Yes.
Councilman Umbreak?
Yes.
Councilman Russo?
Yes.
Council President Polipchuk?
Yes.
Motion carries, resolutions are adopted.
Thank you, Ms. Kay. We have no unfinished old business. We have no items under new business, so I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.